The Switch 2 is very cool, but it's also very, very grey. There's just not a lot of color on this thing, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think the grey design looks very sleek, it looks very modern, and I do like it in that sense, but it also just gets me wondering about what Nintendo could possibly do with some special edition designs in the future to really spice this thing up. That is why in today's video we are going to be going through 3 Nintendo Switch 2 special edition concept designs that I've come up with. But before we get into the designs, I just want to fully disclose that I commissioned these designs from an artist called Perdemonium. They did an absolutely amazing job on these, and this video would simply not be possible without their help. So massive shout out to Perdemonium. If you ever want some digital art commissioned, I would strongly suggest using them. All of their links will be in the description below. Anyways, without further delay, let's get into it. First up, we have got the Nintendo Switch 2 GameCube edition. Now, the main thing that inspired this design was the fact that the Nintendo Switch 2 now has support for GameCube games on the Classic Collection, so given that, I thought it would be pretty fitting for Nintendo to do a GameCube edition console to go alongside that, and the design is pretty straightforward. Basically, the dock itself is meant to represent the GameCube system, whilst the Joy-Cons are meant to represent the GameCube controller. So taking a look at the front here, you can see on the front of the dock, you have got the 4 controller slots as well as the memory card slots there, which is pretty much just representing the front of the GameCube. And then the Joy-Cons themselves basically just have a color scheme that mimics the GameCube controller. So you've got the A and B buttons being green and red respectively, and then the X and Y buttons being gray, which basically represents the color scheme on the GameCube controller's face buttons. Then the right joystick is yellow to represent the C stick, and on the left hand side, the left analog stick and the arrow buttons are both grey to represent the left analog stick and the D-pad on the GameCube controller. The only other major design to note is just the back of the tablet, which has the black GameCube logo on it as per the design on the disk drive of the system itself. So yeah, that is the Nintendo Switch 2 GameCube edition. Let me know what you think of the design down in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you think it sucks? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Next up, we have got the Nintendo Switch 2 Mario Kart World Edition. Now, since Mario Kart World was a launch title and the game's already out, I kind of doubt that Nintendo would actually ever do this, but nonetheless, I think it would be awesome if Nintendo finally made a good Mario Kart Special Edition console. Looking back on it, I really can't think of a single Mario Kart Special Edition console that's been done in the past that was any good. In fact, right now, I can't even think of a single Mario Kart Special Edition console. I'm sure there have been some, but I am drawing a blank on that right now. So that's why I feel like it would be so fitting to have a Mario Kart World Special Edition system. And this is the design I came up with. It's a pretty simple design, and it does take heavy inspiration off the Super Smash Bros. Edition Nintendo Switch we saw last generation, but with Mario Kart, I feel like one of the key parts of the game are just all of the characters and all of the different karts you can select and drive with, so I kind of wanted to encapsulate that idea on the dock design here, which is why you kind of see all of the main characters kind of look like they're driving at you from the dock, which I think is pretty cool. The Joy-Cons and the back of the dock have no special designs because, let's be real guys, I wanted to keep at least some realism in this video. There's no way Nintendo's gonna go out and give us the perfect special edition systems. I wanted to give this design a bit of that Nintendo f you feel, so I deliberately left the Joy-Cons blank and the back of the dock blank for that reason. But the other major design is on the back of the tablet, and as you can see, it's got a pretty cutesy design of all of the items on the back here, and I just think that looked really cool. But as with the previous design, I would love to hear what you guys think about the concept. Do you like it? Do you f***ing hate it? Let me know. I want to hear what you have to say. And next up, for the final Nintendo Switch 2 Special Edition concept design, we have the Nintendo Switch 2 Donkey Kong Bananza Edition. This concept design mixes up the Switch 2's color scheme by adding in that lovely banana yellow color. I just absolutely love this color, and I think it goes so well with the standard gray color of the Nintendo Switch 2, so it was an absolute no-brainer going with this color scheme. The design itself is plastered with a massive logo of the game, and it's basically meant to look like it's kind of being smashed into the dock to symbolize the gameplay itself, where obviously from the trailers we've seen that Donkey Kong does a lot of smashing in this game, if you know what I mean.
More vanadium gold.
Alright.
Yeah, metal.
Thanks.
Yeah, metal.
I don't know why I did that. But anyways, there's also a few bananas on there because it would be rude to not have bananas on a Donkey Kong Special Edition system. And yeah, that's pretty much the dock. I think it's relatively simple but still very effective, and it symbolizes the gameplay so well in my opinion. The Joy-Cons carry on the yellow and grey color scheme and also have some cute little banana designs on them, which I just think look absolutely awesome. And then looking at the back of the system, the back of the tablet itself is yellow, whilst the dock is predominantly grey with a yellow strip down the bottom. But then if you take out the Switch 2 tablet, you can see that on the back there are even more cute banana designs on it. And I just absolutely love that design on the back. I think it looks so cute. So yeah, these are the 3 Nintendo Switch 2 Special Edition concept designs that I would love to see. But what I would also love to see are your opinions on these concept designs, so please let me know what you think of each of them down in the comments section below. In fact, you should rank them. Let me know which one you think is the best and which one you think is the worst. And lastly, there will also be a couple of my other videos on the screen right now for you to check out. If you want to see more concept design videos, I would strongly suggest you watch my Wii Edition Nintendo Switch video, which will be one of the 2 videos on your screen right now. So feel free to do that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.